So that being said, I know for us as a group, we started looking at this game at Kickstarter, which, what, 2016? It's been a
At least
while.
2017, right? 2017,
Yeah.
I think, was the
Yeah, because it was
Kickstarter.
it was the last, yeah, the last quarter of 16 is when they started talking more on Discord and kind of before it went live. We've had Steven on twice, so we're all very supportive of the game, but there have been some changes recently. I know myself, I've done a fair amount of PvP in my past. I think I've mentioned I was 2 ranks away from Grandmaster in WoW before they changed the whole PvP system. Done plenty of arenas, so I'm not unfamiliar with it. And we all accepted that there would be PvP. I mean, that's been inherently a part of Ashes. That's what is needed to cause world change in the node level that we are all wanting to see. But for me personally, when you go back to the Kickstarter, this is actually the name of the show. There were 4 pillars: nodes, economy, narrative, meaningful conflict. And out of that, they actually did describe meaningful conflict as castle systems, node sieges, caravan systems, battlegrounds, and guild wars. There
And
was a
that's the Kickstarter video specifically. Kickstarter
correct.
video.
Yep. And within that, they also defined risk versus reward. And the example that was given was the freehold owner that didn't want to lose their shit, so they had to participate in the freehold siege or in the node siege so that they wouldn't lose their freehold, or in the caravan process so that they could transmit their goods. So I feel like that is where a lot of us come from, because that is where this design started. Now, Steven no one is saying he can't change his mind. He is the owner. He is paying for this. This is his game. That's not the point of this. I think often when you have current discussions, it gets viewed as though these PvE players are trying to swing what the original vision of the game was. But most of these players that are on the forums and on Reddit weren't around in 2016, 2017 to see really what it was that we started with. And so here in the last 6 months or so, I get so tired of the word risk versus reward because that statement, because it is 95% of the time now in the context of open world PvP, open seas PvP, which was never a big focal point of the original pillars and was not needed for world change. It was not one of those 5 meaningful conflicts that were mentioned. It was possible, and corruption was supposed to take care of that. And we were all aware that it was possible, but it was not a big focal point. And here in the last 6 months or so, it's really around the open seas conversation, where all of a sudden over 50% of the size of the world is now free for all PvP, has just I think rubbed people the wrong way. Now, Stephen was very right. He mentioned in his statement that we don't know what it's going to be like. Corruption hasn't been tested yet. They have done some things differently than what's been done in the past, and he's 100% right. But that doesn't change some of the feelings or concerns. And again, I don't think it's negative. I think it's just, we've invested a lot of time into this game. What, 5 years, 6 years? And so that's all. That's I'm still a lifetime sub. I still am looking forward to Ashes of Creation. I'm still hoping I get that not in that NDA email about gathering and crafting. I guess I would never be able to talk about it right now. I can say it has not come,